Alright everyone, well welcome. I'm Sir Funny Bow Tom, and this is a look at Grow Home. So Grow Home is sort of a platforming game with also some physics controls and stuff. It's by Ubisoft, and it came out, I assume, September of 2015. That's when I got it. That's when it came out for PlayStation. And it's also out for, I believe, the Windows Store and Steam. I know it's out for Steam and PlayStation, and there was something on its Wikipedia page about being out for Windows. It just said Windows. I know it's not out for Xbox, so I assumed Windows Store. I'm not 100% sure of the price on everything, like on PlayStation, since it's free in the month of September for PS Plus members, and that's how I got it. It's $8 on Steam, so it's $7.99. It's $7.99 US. So I don't know exactly what the conversions and stuff. But as you see, you play as a little robot, or I don't know, maybe normal size. I honestly don't know how big or robot. He's taller than sheep. And your objective is to get this giant flower, and you can't really tell it's a flower, but it's right there, to, I don't know where its destination is. I'm not 100% sure what it is. But you can also collect materials and bring them to these things, and you'll scan them. So basically, I guess you're an alien, and those are also teleporters. But the fun thing about the game is, as I said, it's physics-based. And so what you can do is, you run around, and your guy, Bud, as it says on him, I don't remember what Bud stands for. I think maybe it said, but I don't remember now. Does interesting things. And one thing is that he can climb stuff, and you do that pretty simple just by holding in the triggers, so the left and right triggers, and that's both of them. It's R1, R2, and he'll grasp onto things. And you want to collect these crystals as well, because it upgrades Bud himself. And my battery's low on my DualShock controller. That is not part of the game. But it's fun. It's got a not a new style. It's kind of I don't know what this is actually called. Maybe I don't know fully the name of the art style. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it a pause and show some stuff. It's databank. So those are the three things I've collected. Not a lot, because I actually didn't know I could do that for a little while. I don't know why. And then I was just there. My bad. And the settings, some camera controls and all that stuff. It's not in particularly different stuff. There's skins apparently, and again it's an Ubisoft game, so it's got some Uplay stuff in it. And like obviously on PlayStation, that's not a big deal, but however you feel about Uplay on your computer, I'm not here to talk about that. There's a lot of different ways to get around terrain. See if I can't find I can't seem to find it, but I didn't want to show. Yeah, messed up on that. So he controls sort of a little odd. It's not very precise, and I think that's to the point, because it's fun. So if you're going a little too fast in your run, those are kind of magnetized. He'll sort of get there's a little bit of not a lag to him, but he's slow to react sometimes. And that's, it's an enjoying game. You got some fun moments that'll happen. But I'll go ahead and show the actual flower. I have a jetpack. You don't start out with a jetpack, but you get it pretty early. This is actually, I think, the first ability is to zoom out, which is helpful. It can help you find crystals and stuff, which there is one somewhere close, because they make kind of a noise. But I'll go somewhere and try to find a way to it. You gotta stay out of the water, because you will drown or sink, whichever. He's a robot, so he's not a good swimmer. So I guess that's the reason behind it. But you've got a couple movement options. You can, obviously climb, you can jump and run, and you can use the jetpack when you unlock it. And it doesn't take long. You get the jetpack, I think you need to get 20 crystals and get you up to 20%. And then also your jetpack, I think maybe at 40% power levels up again, and then you'll be able to fly longer. And yeah, so it really, your climbing does speed up. Oh, but goody goody. Here's the thing. How was it that I did this before? Here it is. Oh, dang it! I screwed that one up. And you can jump, and you can grab onto this. And it's kind of like a parasail, although it also kind of goes up a little bit, but not a lot. But this helps you sort of safely fall down, and it's a little awkward to control because the things are inverted, although I think I can change it to where it's not. So I'll kind of show this off. I want to try to fly through one of those craters, but that's not going to happen. Okay. And show, you've got to be careful because, like right now, if I was to hit something without using my jetpack, I would die, or he'd break. So there's the second area that you go to, and there's the first, and I'm going to hit the ocean and die. Yeah. But, there's a lot of ways to move around. You respawn at the last checkpoint teleporter you were at, so this one. But as you can see, you can also, where is it? Use the left stick. Here it is. And teleport. So I guess I'm actually more at the 6th teleporter, and then you gotta press square, my bad. Or whatever the button would be on the PlayStation, it is square. Or it starts off as square. And I'll show the scanning function. I don't believe I've got that yet. Nope. So we've scanned an item. There we go. And this is a Fachisi girdle. So, just some stuff. So you're just scanning stuff because you're an alien. Or you work for aliens. But I also want to show one more thing real quick. I want to show the flower actually how you get it to move places. So you see, no, that won't actually be very good because we're already there. But it has vines that come off of it. And you can also use the vines to sort of move. You can, I'll just show it off. I'll just try to get him over here. Yeah, it worked. But it controls pretty well. I mean, sometimes he'll do some weird stuff, and kind of jank around, but it's not bad. It's fun. It's sort of a slow moving game, but it's has to say, if you like to explore and sort of climb around on terrain and stuff, this is a good game. But if you want action, there's not really any. It's really a relaxed game. Which I don't think's bad. I think that can be very good. But I'll go ahead and show maybe on this vine how that works. As you see, there's a meter that says 1 out of 8, and if you see that rock, it has like green bits on it. What you want to do to make the flower grow is you've got to get it to you gotta get the vines onto the green rocks, and I assume it eats them for nutrients. And it's gotten to the point where it takes a couple, like this vine. Obviously, it's not going to get there. Although they stretch pretty far. And when it slows down, it sort of stops. And you can no longer use this vine, but this vine did grow, I think, 2, maybe just one. This one. Okay, gotta be careful. The leaves are bouncy, so there's that. This one actually looks like it only sprouted 1. Maybe it's because the angle. But they generally, at full growth, give 2 vines off. And then the main one itself, it just keeps growing more and more. Don't want it. Oh. Yeah, so it does get frustrating when you, if I miss that and I, hit the ground, I had to get all the way back up here. And that can take a little while. The worst part for me was, I didn't activate the teleporter, which it's not very hard. You just got to lower, kind of 3 anchor type things on them into the ground, and that, and then you have the teleporter unlocked. But I didn't do that, and I fell off, and I reset at the wrong teleporter. Wow, this one did not go very far. Oh, yeah, I guess it did. Okay. Yeah, see, this one actually, shit, this one had a lot. Okay. He can hang on by one hand, but I do too, just because, I don't know, it's something that just makes me want to use too. Oh, I thought I was not going to make that. I'll probably stretch over to this one, just sort of, that's where I was going. And you can hit it anywhere on the rock. It doesn't have to be actually in the green. Now that's how much the flower is growing. And can I actually show? No, I missed that. My bad. Oh, there it is. You can see it growing a little bit. Wow, that one actually almost. Wow, that grows a lot. I don't think I've ever actually watched it grow when it was not a certain amount. But basically what you do, you will then kind of zoom out with the camera and try to find some crystals to upgrade Bud here. But, oh, I'm stuck in a flower. He does clip through a lot of things, but I've not gotten him actually stuck in anything. There are some movable rocks that he's got, and I've gotten trapped underneath, but I was able to get out. But I would say it's a fun game. You know, it's, again, not particularly exciting, especially if you don't like sort of discovery. Oh, look, a flower. Not a flower, a leaf. And then one of those things. There is actually a flower on it, but I don't know what those do. But I would say if you're a PS Plus member, absolutely. That didn't work. He is not gonna. Uh-oh. Okay, that was delayed. Oh, goody. So that can happen. Which is important because it reminds me. It does sometimes, the controls don't seem to work. Don't seem to work perfectly. So you'll get into moments like that where you'll try to summon the whatever. And there might be a reason. You might need energy, but there's not an actual energy meter. You just have your jetpack meter. And maybe those are the same, but I don't think they are. Nothing suggested that they were. But, see right there, sort of just got stuck. But yeah, I would say it's overall, it's pretty fun. And to me, that's the most important thing, is if a game's fun. But it does have sort of some control problems, some slight control problems. And then other than that, I don't really have much of an issue with it myself. But yeah, if you have PS Plus, definitely look into it because it's free for the moment. And, you know, this actually looks a little silly because he's not grabbing onto anything. Actually, probably should just go for that one. But I do want to show, I guess, the flower. This is a pretty good... Yeah, this is a pretty nice way to end it, I think. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. You know, I decided I really want to go back to doing some critical type of content, and this is something I used to do on my first channel. In fact, I started it pretty soon after I started my original channel, and you know, I just really wanted to get back at it. It's a first impressions series. It's not like a full review because I hadn't completed the games, but it's something I really want to get into doing again and get it back up. So if you have any feedback that you might want to give on how I could improve myself, or maybe a slightly different way of doing the content itself, that'd be greatly appreciated. But for right now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.